Okay, we just finished the previous video on the first step of marketing, which was awareness, where you created your presence and you tried to convince people that you had a lot to talk about that they might be interested in. Well, this is about the second step. We call it evaluation. It now gives your potential customer a chance to come and find out a whole lot about you, and they will. And this is a very important step. It's a very short step. It could be seconds or it could be a few minutes. You want it to be a few minutes. So here's what you got to do to pass this step. It's a serious one. And you've got to be ready for it and be cognizant of your potential customers wanting to know about you before they take any further step in responding to your awareness campaign. So let's get on into it. The center of your marketing campaign is your website, and particularly the home page of your website. Your home page has to look good. When you took a look at our video on how to prepare a website, that's what we're talking about. So make sure you've taken the time to get your home page in really good shape to make a very positive first impression by having your messaging clear, concise, to the point, and compelling enough that once they go through the 3 to 5 main points about your messaging, they're going to want to know more. That's the way you want it to be. So it's got to be hard-hitting, concise, quantitative, and be interesting enough for them to take the next step in learning more about you. The next page that they go to is probably the About Us page. Hopefully they're going to do this because you got them there because your homepage was so interesting. Now here's where they learn about your company, your culture, what your business is about. They learn about you, perhaps members of your management team, but you want to make sure that this is complete and also compelling. It keeps the viewer interested in what you and your company are all about. Then your product and services page also has to pass muster here, in that it's pretty complete and compelling. It starts with a high-level view, and then you go into more details about all your product features and capabilities and all the service offerings that you have, and in a little bit of depth, enough to give them a feel for what is it that you're selling. Make it concise. Don't make this verbose, many paragraphs that they've got to read. Bullet points that capture the essence of what your product and services are all about. This is a big part of evaluation. They've got to believe that you've got what they need beyond what you said in your messaging and back on the home page. Of course, if you've been in business a while, having testimonials on your websites is really important. that you can show that there are other people that think that you've really done a good job for them. So deploy these testimonials across your website, perhaps towards the bottom of the page on each page, yes. Have a little section for testimonials, put 1 or 2 in there, and move on to the next page. But you may also have a testimonial page that captures them all or categorize them by industry or by usage of your product. All sorts of ways to do that, but testimonials are a big deal. Make sure you have some, if you're already up and running, that is. Then after the viewer has had a chance to go through all of this, you give them a chance to take your call to action, which is to reach out to you in some form. So your call to action is literally a button that's put up probably in the upper right-hand corner or the middle of a page at a consistent place. So no matter what page they're on, they can see, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to get in contact. Take the call to action, which is usually taking you right to the contact us page or one like it, where they fill out information about themselves, maybe ask questions, maybe answer some questions, but have a call to action, have it consistent. A web page or a website without a call to action is a road to nowhere. That's the way you don't want it to be that at all. So have your call to action readily available and obvious as to what they have to do next. Just a bit about content. In this day and age, video is probably the most important content you've got to have on your website. If you're not comfortable with doing video, get comfortable. The technology that's available today, almost any person can do their own videos. I'm doing one here from my home office, using some tools for lighting and camera and for audio and all sorts of stuff. You can do the same. In a matter of 30 to 45 minutes, you could produce a 2 to 3 minute video, fully edited, and post it on your website, or post it on your social media, or post it in a social post, or in an email campaign. The point is that in this day and age, with this technology available, take the opportunity to talk to your potential customers, and you can talk through video. People get to know you as the business owner. They get to know some of your management team. They may get to know some of your partners as you do maybe interviews with them that you post in your content and your website. So have really rich content. Go to the extent of, if you have enough videos, put them all in a video log, right next to your blog. You have blog articles full of your blogs with rich content within them, and a vlog with your videos as well. So you don't have to go crazy with this, but take the opportunity to communicate this way. These videos got to be over there on your About Us page, on your home page, maybe your services page. You got a support page. You might want to lead that off with a video from you, the owner of the company. So I think you get the point. Consider. In fact, I would say get on with it. Have videos on your website that really show who you are and what your company is all about. Now, the other place people go to evaluate you once they've seen your website, I would say that's probably the first place they would go. Many will go to your social presence on LinkedIn and Facebook, Instagram, probably the top three. Now, this social presence has to have the same quality and the same care as you took with your website. As you have your profiles completed properly and accurately and current, so people know kind of what your history is and what you do now and what your background is, things like that. And have your messaging very evident in this profile. And make sure that all of the posts that are within LinkedIn and Facebook are all about business. Don't mix all of this up with your personal Facebook page where you're talking to Grandma and Aunt Sue and your college buddies and all that sort of stuff. Have that separate from your business. Don't mix them together. So your social presence has to be up to snuff as well. Don't shirk on this, because quite frankly, someone will go there first. They may actually be a referral by one of your associates that you post out to regularly. So naturally going to your social presence would be a path they would take maybe first. So have your social presence prepared well. So there you have it. The second step of marketing, which is evaluation. This is a do or die step. You have to pass muster with your visitors to your website or to your social presence, and they've got to think enough of you to take the next step, to take the call to action that you want them to take. So you can take the next step to convert them to a potential customer. So that's evaluation. Get on with it and have a great day too.